He was, in my opinion, the best athlete of the boys in the family. The guy could dunk a basketball. He could switch hit in baseball. He could kick, punt, run, and he had a soft, but he was kind of a tough guy. Okay, but he learned a lot of his advanced skills from his older brother, Don. I don't know if you know Don or not, but he picked up a lot of the advanced skills from him as they were growing up.
Being born into a sports family in 1956, Ross Rutschman became a standout athlete at a very young age. In football, he lettered on the varsity team all 3 years, achieving all-league first-team selections on offense as the Bears' running back and as a defensive safety each and every season. His versatility on the field was rewarded by being named onto the all-league second team for his entire career as the place kicker.
You couldn't find a finer athlete coming into our system like Ross. He was outstanding, very hard worker, and when he carried the ball, he was very difficult to tackle. He was going to either outrun you or he's going to run right through you.
There was very few times I think that he was held to like 3 or 4 yards. He was a guy that had breakaway speed. When a lot of backs would be stopped maybe for a 5 or 6 yard gain, he had that breakaway speed so that he could make defensive backs miss and turn what appeared to be a 6 yard gain into a 40 or 50 yard gain.
The Grizzlies honored him with their Junior MVP award and voted Ross as their most valuable player as a senior. He was also chosen onto the offensive and defensive All-State first teams that season, before ending his MHS football career with a winning percentage of 73%. After an excellent season on the JV basketball team, Rutschman lettered on the varsity squad as a junior, seeing a lot of minutes as a scrappy and quick perimeter player. He helped the Bears win 61% of their games and earn a Coast Valley League playoff appearance.
He was the enforcer at 5'11". He'd come off the bench, get his 3 fouls in about 2 minutes, come back, Nick would give him a high five, and then he'd sit down on the bench, okay? And then in the second half, he'd go in, usually foul out, and come back, get a high five, and then sit down. So he was kind of the quiet enforcer in basketball, okay?
A lot of kids, when they're a substitute and they're a good athlete, it's kind of beneath their dignity. And Ross was the exact opposite. Every day in practice, he'd go a million miles an hour, and he kind of made everybody else good and was a great teammate. Then his senior year, he wasn't able to play. He broke his collarbone late in the football season and couldn't play basketball.
But it was on the baseball diamond where he would truly shine. He played nearly every position throughout his career, primarily shortstop, while quickness and hitting were his 2 biggest strengths. Ross even hit a home run off of a high school senior American Legion All-Star pitcher when he was still in middle school.
Obviously, from age 14 on, you knew that Ross was going to be something really special in sports. And
could bunt and run, had excellent speed, and it was always a threat when he came to the plate, which we were excited about that.
He had great hand-eye coordination. He had some physical strength, and to me, the thing that Ross always had was he was really confident in his abilities. He never felt pressure. You knew that when he went out to play, you were going to get his best effort. The pressure of the game wasn't going to bother Ross. The bigger the game, the better he played.
As a sophomore, Rutschman earned an all-league first-team selection at second base, only to make it again on the first team as a shortstop in the next 2 seasons. He helped the Bears achieve 2 league championships and 2 state playoff appearances, advancing as far as the state semifinals, while winning 62% of their games. Ross dominated the shortstop position in his final season, earning an all-state first team and an all-state all-star game selection. He led the league with 15 stolen bases and in hitting with a .618 batting average, which dubbed Rutschman as the league's unanimous most valuable player. His great play transitioned seamlessly onto both the football and baseball fields at Linfield College in 1975. He lettered 1 season on the football team as their punter and place kicker, helping the Wildcats win 89% of their games, including the Northwest Conference Championship. But after experiencing an unfortunate knee injury from being tackled while punting, Ross decided to focus solely on baseball. He lettered all 4 years at shortstop and won the team's Most Improved Player award as a sophomore, while continuing to further his skills and grow his stats more and more each season.
I remember his first baseball game at Linfield College as a freshman. He hit a home run, but he could switch hit too, and he had really good speed. Ross had really good speed.
The Cats won 2 conference championships and 2 NAIA district championships before he retired as the team captain and with a career winning percentage of 55%.
He had a good college career, but I think if Ross had been perfectly healthy with never having the arm and knee problems that he had, I think Ross would have had an opportunity to play professional baseball. And then an awful lot of that is just being in the right place, right time. He definitely had the athleticism and the ability to play professional baseball.
Nagging injuries resulting in 1 shoulder and 3 knee surgeries kept Rutschman from pursuing a professional career. So he concentrated completely on medicine, earning a bachelor in health and a paramedic degree in 1981. He taught emergency medical technicians at Chemeketa Community College for over 20 years and was a McMinnville firefighter for nearly 30. Today he works as a medical consultant and project manager for Priority Dispatch in Utah, a company for whom he travels the world to places such as Italy, Brazil, Taiwan, and many others, teaching first response medicine and EMT-based training to students from all demographics. Over the years, he has enjoyed staying active by competing on several City League baseball and basketball teams, while running various 5Ks and half marathons, even completing the Portland Marathon at the age of 40. But mostly, he enjoys spending time with his 3 children.